We are getting sort of close to another pay jump. Another 5 players eliminated. Each player will be guaranteed over 4,000 US off the 1,500 buy-in.
We're still talking about 47 average big blinds. Pretty deep still.
Yeah, seems to be consistent all day. 47, 46.
Alright, once again, Soldier Classic. Starting in about 7 minutes, with a 15 million guaranteed, 125,000 set volume. Register now on the Soldier Classic event starting in 7 minutes.
Kim, reshoving here in the small blind. King 4 suited is not going to work. Does get the snap call, but 43% is all right.
Wow, that's a lot of equity actually.
Yeah.
Slightly surprised by that.
King on
That's
the
a king.
flop.
Got shot.
Never easy. Safe. Nice double up there. Up to 330,000. Justin says, I think Kim's going to win this hand. Final 2 tables. 4 players remaining until we get there. Final 2 tables will be 8-handed, and our final table will be 9-handed.
For one thing, it keeps it fair. You don't have to play 5-handed and 4-handed for too long. Final table bubble can last a while as well. So you go 5 and 5 and straight to 9-handed. We're well set up to be playing 9 max. All part of the structure we have designed here that is so loved all over the world by the players who join us. Oh, is that a limp with Jack 10 off on the cutoff? Chip leader getting a little passive, and Mike Takayama wakes up with ace jack off.
I'd be so worried here with ace jack off.
Right, the last time we saw a limp from the cutoff, it was
Kings.
It was Pocket Kings. Remind me who it was, if you remember.
I think it was Batazar, the Mongolian.
That's right.
On our table. Mike, however, fearless.
It's in a chunk of his stack. 350k is the bet, and queens in the big blind. Are you kidding me? Just one player to get through, and they wake up with queens. It's gone limp. 3-bet from the small, and now with about 1.5 million in chips, that's only 25 bigs. Here we go. And Mike is going to be in the blender. He wants a count. He needs to put Kim on a very strong range. But trust me, these two players are well aware of each other. Both with over 3 million USD on their hand and mob. They are the most experienced players here by far. Perhaps correlated, likely the most aggressive.
I think the big question Mike needs to ask right now is Kim ever doing this with a hand that I dominate?
I think
King
yes.
Jack, Ace 10, maybe some Ace 5, Ace 4 suiteds. We're going to see him use some time banks here.
I personally do think Kim would be doing this with hands that Ace Jack might dominate. The simple reason being that limp in the cutoff. Kim knows Mike is going to attack it pretty wide. As a result, his own jamming range can be much, much wider. Mike lets it go. He's been dodging bullets all day, really. Dodges another one. Chen looking down at the unfortunate not low suited. I think this hand over the last World Series of Poker became known as the dirty diaper. Anyway, he can't do much. He has under 8 bigs and he's going to put in 2 of them in the very next hand. Last orbit he got a walk. Let's see if he's able to avoid being all in this time. Meanwhile, 9-6 suited in the small. Fresh off his pickup with the pocket queens, up to 2 million in chips. Comes in with a limp. That's quite a turn card for the 9-6 of clubs. And Justin makes the correct call, has the ace of clubs as well. Another club could make things a bit tricky for both players, but it comes the queen giving the straight to Kim. Running hot. He's out of position, should find the value bet considering how connected the board is. Justin Shin, just with ace high. Limp pot, small versus big. Ranges as wide as they get. Let's it go. Super user getting a bit perturbed at my use of the term overbet. Relax, super user. I thought he grabbed more than the pot. Ended up being 800k, but trust me, it's a big bet at that stage.
20 starting stacks.
20 starting stacks. Some love for Ferdinand's posture, perhaps. Ferdinand the GOAT, says someone.
Random uncle has 20k locked up.
Yeah, don't call
like that.
super poker players random uncles on my watch, Justin. Had an ABC approach, but does make the occasional move. Likes to have the best of it in the spots that he can, and it's a style that's taken him all the way till likely the final table. Support for John continues on Facebook. John C. Maybe you can call him that tomorrow. His fans seem to call him that. We'll ask him. Support for Mongolia as well. Munk Bhattar is out there on the other table.
Oh, interesting spot here for Yuan. Doesn't have too much fold equity. If he jams, he's probably going to get called in 2 places and check down.
Stop and go time?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Gives him a chance to get away on really, really rough boards.
I think if he doesn't hit an ace or an 8, He's probably out of there against two opponents. Maybe a strong draw. Well, there we go. No ace, no 8, no strong draw. Has the best hand though. Monotone board. And this is tricky. I mean, could he ever commit or call it off?
No. If he has like even the 8 of hearts, I think he would go with it.
King of hearts though with Kim. 2 overs as well. He's going to go with it.
Looks like a 1 big blind bet. Yeah, just over. I like it.
Ankit Gaurav saying he's seen perhaps Ferdinand hustle when he's in Manila. Ankit, did you mean Ferdinand? And the ace-8 has to let it go down to 3 bigs.
Good stack. Check raise flop is better with lower pocket pairs, not aces. Aces
No need to
perform
protect
very
aces.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, perform way better as a trap.
Ooh, there are some Chinese commenters in the chat. 大家好. Wow, Natural 8 moderator is joining in asking BTC or ETH. Well, ETH hasn't really moved that much comparing to BTC.
Mao still has plenty of chips to work with though, so decent hit, but he is definitely still in it.
Level 20 for the double stack. 10, 20, 20K and
Oh, Justin Fairbanks, please. You live in a beautiful free country in Canada. Don't worry about the USA. No, James, I think John maximized actually. You played very well.
Yeah, no, I think he played it perfect. I loved every single decision that he made that hand. Aces on that board is like one of the overpairs that either likes to check or bet small to induce a raise. Then you kind of go bigger with like 10s, jacks, top pair. Here we go, another flop. Queen, 9, deuce. Either player connecting here, but Kim does have some decent backdoors here.
Namely the nut flush.
Yeah. Bet and a call. Vincent way in the lead here, 85%. Be interesting if he can hang on club turns. 6 of spades, really nice brick. I think Kim can just continue betting here. And then give up on non-club rivers. There it is. Here comes the second barrel. I love it. $530K and gets a hand 93% to fold. Beautiful. The power of position.
Some good poker. I marginally prefer aces.
marginally.
Just saying. Zika Attache. Great quality feed as usual, APT. Thank you. Well, I have to once again publicly praise the quality of the production team. Always doing a fantastic job.
Yes, absolutely.
Nine ace suited, opening from +2. Wow. Ooh, okay. Daniel Lee picks up ace queen off from big blind. I think I'm expecting a 3-bet here. Nope. I'm wrong. Suppose it's still quite early position.
Ooh.
Flop comes 9h3, that's why.
That's why.
That is exactly why.
Yeah. I think this hand is a bet small or check. Bet small's nice because you want to induce raises.
Nope, he's not going to bet small.
I think it is like 200. $185.
185, he's betting small. I think he's got all the cards that his opponent doesn't actually have any cards to hit that board.
Yep.
Apart from the flush draw.
Daniel can still have a few pocket pairs. Some ace highs.
Lots of overcards.
Yeah.
So let them hit the overcards.
It's a dicey card. It's going to improve Daniel quite a bit. Quite a few of his check call holdings.
Queen 10 being a candidate. Let's just go for like the nuts. Putting in a half pot bet. With the gut shot, Daniel might actually call it. He's calling it.
Yeah. Usually his 2 overs will probably be live. Oh no, hits the straight on the river with the club blocker as well. Or no, sorry, the clubs didn't come in. It's only 2 of them. Wow,
It was a
brutal run
club.
out for Kim. It was, but I thought the flush came in.
And the graphics is telling us it's a key hand, okay? Just remember that. Time banking. That means he's going to bet, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm trying to think how big he can go here. And if he has enough Queen X over Kim to justify it.
Well, Kim is repping a massive pair, right?
Yeah, so
A
Kim's
massive
got some
overpair.
over pairs. He can still have pocket queens. He can still have like the king queens, ace queens. So I don't think Daniel actually gets to go big here. Yeah, 500K. I like that. I really like that sizing.
Ooh.
Because it was a
Very
different
nice.
story yesterday where Renji got to go very big on the river because he just had way more straights on the 4 to a straight board than Justin, but on this board, I think Kim might have a little bit more queen X than Daniel, so he doesn't get to go very big here and has to be very selective with his bluffs.
And it's so hard to, ooh, it's so hard to fold there
Yeah.
with that small bet.
But nice
A
fold,
quarter
Kim.
of the pot. Wow.
Involved in an all-in.
Good fold.
Yeah. Very good fold.
I didn't know that was coming, but still a good fold. Pocket sixes. Nothing much you could do here, really. So he throws in a time bank. It's a very difficult spot.
Looks like he's going to continue here with a re-raise. I don't like this. On final tables, blockers are probably the most important thing to use when you're pre-flop, and sixes are just not it. There we are. Running into the ace-king now. It's going to cost him a little bit.
Excuse me. Right. Mr. Fanta. South Korea versus South Korea. We are witnessing a flip, but ace-king, we saw an ace, haven't been folded by Daniel.
Ace-king versus sixes. Ace-king at risk. Off to a flop. Flop is 8, 5, 5.
No help at all.
Are you all in with the ace-king? No. I see, Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim all in with the ace-king. Two other Mr. Kim.
Oh, they're both
Kim
Kim.
versus Kim. Up to the turn.
I think a Kim is going to win,
Turn the
yes.
7 of diamonds. Kim Jae-jung.
Well, everything belongs to Kim.
King on this
If you
river.
live in North Korea.
Is the 4 of diamonds, and that will be a good game for Kim Jae-jung, everybody. 9th place at the APT main event.
Yeah. Good
Congratulations.
game, Kim Jae-jung.
Kim Jae-jung. I think the table is also noticing that the shorter stack in the shape of Uncle 30 is not going to spill. He's not going to throw his chips around. So they can't just wait for him to blind out or die. So they need to do something to build the chip stack. And John has been actually very quiet for a massive chip leader.
Yeah, that is true. Because the problem is, with the way 30's playing, by the time he busts, if he does, if you just kind of wait around for that to happen, you're going to become the new short stack.
The next victim.
Yep.
Just 30 is just so very careful, and it doesn't seem to like want to just spin it up for a double up. So you got to think of a way if you're on 25 big blinds. You've got to find a way of like gaining a few chips. because you can't just rely on Uncle Ferdy dying.
Yep. It's a fine balance, though. You don't want to become the new short stack by doing so.
That's why it's an interesting game, Sam.
It is.
So this is like, to me, like often people will ask, oh, what is more difficult, cash game or MTT? Well, it depends at what stage of the tournament. I think this is actually very difficult.
I would agree, yeah.
And it takes a lot of like poker IQ. Like it's not something you can like really just sit down and study. You have to like really think about it and be very aware of what's going on.
Yeah, interesting flop here. Queen 4-3. John with the flush draw. Kim with the wraparound of the queen. A lot of back doors he can hit here.
But as you can see on the screen, John is actually slightly ahead with the inferior kicker.
Yeah, yeah, very true.
And not by 2%, it's by 4%, by the way.
Bet and a call. Use of hearts, big brick. A little bit better for John. But not by much.
Both players have ace-5.
Yeah. I think John has a few more ace-5 offsuits. I don't know if Kim's opening those 100% from the hijack.
Is he going to double barrel this? No, he's slowing down. Oh. Ooh, that is a dirty jack on the river.
That is.
That's
That's gonna be costly to John.
We have about 5 minutes left for the break time. Please make a way to the table, please. Thank you.
Nice check. I
Very
think
nice.
he's expecting to check call this. Oh, check as well. Interesting.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. Ayah.
Well, he gets away very cheap.
I know.
Fair enough. Yeah, definitely took the perfect stab in position and essentially making the most of the short stack in that way.
Oh, Daniel has a hand. 20 big blinds deep. Ace king off. Go on, raise it up. Snap off a jam. Everyone's happy. Well, you'll be happy, Daniel. Oh, there it is. Fireworks potential is brewing.
Daniel's open
King, queen
is off
suited.
a medium stack. It's from under the gun. Yam has to give it a lot of credit. Reaching for a bunch of grays. Those are 100k a piece. And he's ripped it.
He's gone all in.
Oh, this is surely it. Yab is going to have 30%. 7.3 million in the middle. So what a spin up this is going to be from Daniel as well, who is down to just 8 bigs. Has the potential to cross over 9 million in chips. That's close to 35 bigs. Meanwhile, Gab at risk. Here we go. A big all-in coming.
We have an all-in and a call here at the APT main event. Final table. Kim Gang-yong, all in for his tournament life. King, Queen suited. Covered by Daniel's Ace King. The flop. Is 9-8 Jack. All spades. Kim
Yep,
needs
I'll take that flop.
an offsuit 10 or a queen. That's not a spade. Thank you for the assist. The turn. The 4 of clubs. Same outs remain. 10, offsuit queen. The river. 4 of diamonds. Folks, please give it up for your 5th place. It is Kim Gab-yong of South Korea. 6th place, pardon me, 6th place.
Kim is one of the most well-known poker players from South Korea. Made a very deep run in the APT Manila 2024 main event. Unfortunately, having just been eliminated 6th.
54,000 USD for his efforts. Everybody else now getting a huge pay jump of about 20,000 USD. As you mentioned, Gap, Yong Kim, over 3 million USD on his live earnings, handed mob. Simply one of the game's best. Lose him in 6th place, and then there were 5. John Costignano and Ferdinand are the 2 locals still battling it out. Very, very cool to see, especially considering we're at the APT Manila after a long time. Then let's not forget Daniel Lee. What a comeback he's made, up to about